instructions from Olivier Coste. As an exciting European newcomer faces a Chinese veteran. The winner will be waiting in the wings to jump into the World Grand Prix if there are any injuries.
Judge time. Ready?
First round set for
Ready?
3. Both men have vowed to knock each other out. Let's see what Rimkus brings on his one Super Series debut. Checks the low kick early. Front kick from Rimkus.
Time. Touch your leg. Okay?
Just a warning there from Olivier Coste. Now, under these kickboxing rules, you cannot catch the leg and counter. You could do so under Muay Thai rules, but this is kickboxing. Very light on the lead foot. That Thai-style lead foot hop there from Rimkus. High kick from Zhang. You will see Rimkus open up his guard. He likes to be flashy. Got to be careful though, because Zhang can power through with those hands.
Yeah, you're seeing Rimkus throw those shots from different angles. You can see him dropping his hands. He's trying to stay strict. He's trying to stay tight, but it's hard. The more comfortable he gets, I think the more he's going to start to open up and throw those big looping shots.
But there you saw he almost got caught with that nice turning left hand from Zhang.
Catch.
Got to be careful not to open up the guard and drop the gloves again. They're down around his waist here. Gets out of the way of the high kick, does Rimkus. Trying to showboat a little here, the Lithuanian, the 22-year-old.
He's got to make sure he gets that timing first before he starts dancing around and showboating, because he's dropping his hands inside the exchange. Right after he throws, he's staying in the pocket. He's going to have to rely on those eyes to kind of get him out of the way in time, especially because Zhang likes to throw hooks. He likes to throw from the side, not just straight down.
I would be very surprised if, given the experience of Zhang, he falls or gets baited for any of these tricks that Rimkus is trying. You see the Lithuanian offers his jaw, good right hand down the corridor there for Rimkus. Not getting through with that combination, circles off clockwise. Body to head from Rimkus, caught the forearm of Zhang.
Yeah, Rimkus can't sit inside the pocket after he throws that combination with his hands down. That's what Zhang Chunyu's trying to time. He's trying to throw those hooks. Again, he gets warned for catching the leg. He comes from a Muay Thai background, so he's very used to it. And I don't think because he competed in kickboxing against Andy Sauer, and he didn't really have that opportunity because of the speed of Sauer. Sauer wasn't really attacking the body as well. He was going after the legs a lot and with the hands. So Rimkenzo is trying to attack the body and is leaving his leg a little bit high, and that's why he's trying to catch it.
Front kick there from Rimkus, goes the belly button again. Right hand down the tube, good right hand lead, and Zhang turned away.
Yes, you did. Alright? Do not stop fighting, okay?
You got to leave it up to the referee to break the action. You can't stop. You can't call your own timeout, basically, in this sport.
Jab off the low guard position here for Rimkus. Very Prince Nassim-esque. Now he loads up the left hand. Beautifully done from Rimkus. There's a push kick. End of the first, we go to the towels. 1 round in the book so far for Rimkus.
And at the end of that round, he started to feel himself a little bit. You could see Rimkus was starting to drop his hands a little bit more, get that head movement. I think he's going to try to really start to open up here as the match goes on. See, there's the catch that he got off of the counter, and then Zhang Chunyu was protesting there saying, hey, you warned me, you got to warn him too. So
I'll
no
tell you what,
throwing.
Zhang's going to be careful, Mitch, because if you turn your back to your opponent, the referee hasn't picked up your opponent for anything, you could be 10-8.
Yeah,
you know, you could have a count put on you.
You could also get dropped too, because your hands
Rimkus
are down
would have been
looking
within
away.
his right to hit him when he had his back turned. Not hit him in the back, but if he could have hooked him around to the face, he would have been within his rights.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of changes Zhang Chunyu makes in this round, knowing that, you know, he's going to start, Rimkus is going to start dropping his hands. He's going to start moving his head. I'd like to see him start going to the legs, really start attacking those legs, slow down the movement of Rimkenzo, and just score some points that way.
Folks, wherever you're watching around the world, one championship. How are you scoring it after the first? Unofficially, we've got Rimkus 10-9. Hooks early from the Lithuanian. Double forearms guard. Nicely done. Continues to use that lead hand so effectively. Got to watch the counter hooks, though, there from Zhang not to drop that right glove. Backs him off with a cross.
Rimkus is starting to appreciate the power and also Zhang Chunyu's accuracy because the hands aren't coming down. He's not, he's not dropping his hands. He's not waving his head at him. He's keeping the things a little bit more tight, a little bit more strict. I think that was the advice he got back at the corner because when he does exit off of the combination, he is getting touched. And Zhang Chunyu is starting to land that left hook.
It is that right hand dropping on Rimkus that is the big red flag for me. The chance that Zhang will come over the top with that left hook. He tries it again there, the Chinese athlete. Gets out of the way of the jab. Zhang breathing a little heavy here, the elder statesman. As Rimkus calls him forward. Good counter and straight down the corridor from Rimkus. Resets. Peppers him a little. They clinch up. Entertaining, Mitch. Rimkus.
Yeah, despite all of his flashy techniques, he's got good fundamentals. When he chooses to use them, he's got good defense, he's got a good tight guard, but he wants to put on a show. He wants to entertain the fans, and that's what you start to see come out here. See, I like the way Zhang Chunyu's going to the legs. He's attacking the legs, but it looks like he took a little stumble there.
Speed is in favor of Rimkus. Power in favor of Zhang. 1 minute to go, second of 3. Good 10-9 opening round for Rimkus. Connects with the knee to the jaw. Comes through a step through knee to the sternum. Front kick to the midsection. Zhang in trouble.
I think that knee hurt him, Michael. He was wobbling back there just a bit. Kenzo needs to put it on him right now. This is his opportunity.
Well, I actually think there was a left hand in there from Zhang that hurt Rimkus. He backs him up with the right hand now. The tide may have turned. Body shot. Catch of the leg again. Yellow card coming, I dare say, from Olivier.
He warned everybody.
Yellow card.
It is going to be a yellow card. It'll be a first deduction for Zhang. It'll also reflect very poorly on the judges. The illegal catching of the leg. I believe that's the third warning that Olivier has given Zhang.
Do not catch the leg, okay? Ready? Ready?
And it's a good call from Olivier. Himself a former Muay Thai fighter, long-time Thailand resident, Olivier Coste. Oh, it dropped him with the left! No knockdown, says Olivier, but the left hand caught Rimkus. He dropped the right hand. Zhang came over with that left hook we spoke about.
So the hands are still down. Kenzo is trying to get back. Those close range exchanges that these two are starting to throw down in.
Sticking out his tongue, dropping his right hand. Could be a recipe for disaster. Lands a right of his own. There's another right from Rimkus. What a war in the second round. One more to go. But no knockdown paid by Olivier Coste.
Here's the exchange we were talking about. This is where Rimkus started to pour it on. He started to land a little bit. He jumps in with the knee. And then you said that, it was actually a left hand that hurt him. That was the left hand that stumbled him down. You can see he just kind of catches him on the back of the head there and forces him to sit down. Interesting second round. You think Dovidas Rimkus got the first? Who got the second?
I think Dovidas Rimkus got the first, no doubt. And you know what? You started the second round well, and then Zhang powered up. Mitch, I'm giving the second a drawn round, to be honest with you.
But with the yellow card.
No, I won't count that in my scorecard against him. I'll still go drawn 10 all round.
Okay.
That is unofficial, of course, folks. We do have 3 official judges circle side scoring the match. And to let you know, in one Super Series, there are no extension rounds. We must have a winner.
10-10. Good way to call it down the middle there.
It's the only way I see to call it, Dragon. You argue differently. How did you call it?
I would give a slight advantage to Dovidas Rimkus.
Third and final. High kicks early on here from Zhang. The second was a cracker. We've got it split in the commentary position. It could go either way. A place as an alternate in the featherweight kickboxing World Grand Prix up for grabs. And again, Rimkus drops the hands. A really do want to know if he models himself on Prince Nassim. So many similarities in the way he boxes and even the trunks, the way he moves, the entrance.
You start to see a little bit of that damage on that lead leg of Rimkus. Zhang needs to keep going. You can see how he's starting to move him with that leg kick. He needs to keep going back to it.
Left hand's coming soon from Zhang. You can sense it. Continues to chop the legs. One way to slow down your opponent's boxing is to take out their legs, because all good punches begin from the ground and go through the feet until they exit out of the fists. Chop the legs and they can't box effectively. That's what Zhang's trying to do here.
Still, it also helps that head sit a little bit more still. They can't quite shake the same way. And he's starting to touch him a little bit. Oh, that was a nasty one right there.
He almost cut his leg off with that kick. That was tremendous. What a change of game plan from Zhang. He did this at the start of the bout. He went for the legs early of Rimkus, left the leg kicks a little in the corner during the second round, but has plugged away with them big time here in the third, and he's hurt the 22-year-old.
Rimkus is digging deep, though. You know, he's definitely bothered with that leg. You can see the redness on that left thigh of Dovidas Rimkus, but he's pushing forward. He's closing the distance. He's right in there. He's still exchanging, and he's still throwing. I like him working through this adversity like this.
There's the left hand from Zhang. 1 minute to go now. Who has landed the more telling blows in this final round? Who is putting the points down? It's still anyone's for the taking, as Zhang misses with that leg kick. Gut-munching knee. It's a little after the break there. 40 seconds to go now. Another leg kick hitting that damaged left thigh of Rimkus. Rimkus with the front kicks. Tries to sweep out the support leg to Zhang. There's the stiff left hook. Cracks the leg again. It's a kaleidoscope of colour on that left thigh of the 22-year-old. Body, head uppercut from Rimkus. That was a lovely combination.
Nice. Look at Zhang reaching deep into his bag of veteran tricks to really start putting things together here in the final round. If you had the first one for Rimkus, the second one a draw, this third one is clearly going the way of Zhang. We're looking at a draw right here. This needs to be 10-8.
Oh, the left on him. The left hand backed him up. What a round from Zhang. And tremendous heart from the 22-year-old Dovidas Rimkus, and what a show he put on. I've got Zhang in the final round, which on my scorecard makes it a draw 29-29, but in one Super Series there can be no draws, Dragon.
Okay, so since the damage is really the only thing we're seeing there is the superficial damage, does that shift the favor to Zhang?
Unofficially, of course, folks, I want to reiterate, this is just my thoughts. I tip it to Zhang, but it is razor close.
But then we have to factor in the yellow card as well, because that can factor into judging too. Look at that. The way that he crossed the body as he was switching stances to still dig into that low kick, he really started to eat up that low leg kick, and he really got some good points put on the board with it.
You make a very valid point, Dragon. How will the judges determine what the yellow card should mean? What an absolute belter. It could go either way here. Let's go to Don Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. The judges have declared your winner by way of majority decision from the blue corner.